Welcome back to another video, traders, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Trading Trends. I'm TJ, and we got a great video for you today, but before we get into that, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, before we take a look at some charts, I just wanted to give a little bit of an update because, well, things have just shifted a little bit. For a long time, I was doing pretty much daily uploads, and then I went back to school. I started a second channel. The the second channel, which is Tesla Trends. If you guys aren't familiar and you're not subscribed, you might want to check it out, especially if you like Tesla. I do frequent analysis on Tesla. It was daily for a while, but again, school is kind of the priority right now. So, but multiple times a week, I'm doing Tesla videos over there, and it's almost kind of become the main channel now because it's just a lot more popular. Over here I talk about stocks that I like and that I trade and that I'm looking at on a daily basis, and over there I talk about Tesla every day, and surprise surprise, most days Tesla is more popular than whatever it is that I happen to be looking at. So we're at, I don't know, 430 subscribers right now. That channel, which I started 3 or 4 months after this one, is already well over 500 subscribers. So people like Tesla, so I've ended up making a lot of videos over there, and it's just easier too. It's a lot easier to come on every day, look at the Tesla chart that I'm very, very familiar with at this point, and just give a little bit of an update, especially over the last 5 months where we've just kind of, it's been volatile, but we've been heading down. So I do want to say, if you're not necessarily a Tesla fan or you haven't checked out that channel yet, now's a good time to check it out because Tesla's actually breaking out of that funk. Recently, over the past 2-3 days, they've broken the downtrend from the all-time high at 900 back in January. So 5 months downtrend is finally breaking out. It's a pretty good time to start looking at Tesla's chart if you're interested. But I just wanted to say I apologize for not uploading as frequently on this channel, but with all the volatility and uncertainty surrounding inflation and just cryptomania, meme stocks, it's a very uncertain market, very different from last year where it was just, throw a dart at a board and you might get a 50% winner. So I've tried to be a little bit more selective now with the stocks that I talk about on this channel, especially because this year the ones that I have chosen have done really well, and so now I feel like I kind of have a streak going that I want to protect, and I don't want to get into that mode. I want to do videos more often for you guys. So I've got some stocks that I'm going to talk about today, but I just wanted to give a little bit of an update to some of you subscribers who are maybe wondering what's going on. So I am in school. I do have another channel, but I'm going to try and upload more frequently as I used to. At least once, if not at least twice a week, I think would be a good schedule to be on. Twice a week for both channels. It should be doable. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. The first stock that I want to talk about in today's video is Citi Trends. The ticker symbol is CTRN. I believe this is a retail clothing line. I don't know if you say retail anymore, probably online retail, so to speak, but they have had a very nice run over the past 12 months, really just due to solid revenue performance. They came out very strong last summer with this revenue report in August, $1.90 per share. At that time, they were trading for less than $20. And over the following 6 months or so, they tripled coming into this January, and they've continued to show strength and produce revenue. So they got all the way up to, I'm going to zoom in here to my 180-day chart. I just wanted to show you guys that. They hit a high, and I believe this is an all-time high at 111. Let me just look at like a 5-year chart real quick. Yeah, so that's an all-time high at 111. That was back on April 26th, and since then they've been trending downwards through a couple of levels here, and just recently bouncing and breaking through this downtrend line. So I actually almost took a position on this one today. I was waiting for just a little bit more confirmation, or perhaps, maybe like a test of this level and a bounce. I'm gonna come in and see what happened here, because I didn't end up making the move. I was waiting to see just a little bit more continuation through this 88 level here, and we ended up falling off. But I still like this one, mostly just because their revenue has been super solid. And if you look down here at the last revenue report, it was $3.23 per share. So I mean, they're not super consistent, but they're going in the right direction with that inconsistency, if you know what I mean. They went from 180 to 323. So it's as opposed to a lot of these other speculative tech stock names out there, and if you've been watching my videos, you probably noticed the theme that I'm picking more revenue generating stocks lately, because it just seems like value is still sort of holding the reins over tech. I know the NASDAQ has had a huge comeback over the past couple of weeks and hitting all-time highs and stuff, but I think value is going to win out for the rest of the year. It's just sort of my inkling, just because tech did so well last year. How much higher can it go? But anyway, so revenue is the answer here. Didn't end up taking a position here, and I think what I'll probably wait for again is this level, this 86.34 level, because we've broken the downtrend, so we've got permission to go higher again. But we've got to get through some levels and hold some support, because below here we could fall all the way back down to this support at 61.87. And if that does happen, over the next couple of weeks or months, certainly expect to see a bounce there, and I would be very eager to get a position at this valuation. But if we can break through here, which I would expect to see if the S&P stays strong over the next couple of weeks, confirm above this level, I'll probably take a position and try and ride it up at least to here, and maybe keep a piece on and see what else happens. But I imagine if we can confirm above this 86.34 level, that over the next 3 to 4 weeks you could expect to see 99 at some point. Second one I'm going to talk about in this video is Palantir. PLTR, if you're not familiar with them, they're a data analytics AI software company that has a lot of government contracts. Basically, they're doing some interesting things with AI that allow governments and corporations to just handle large data sets in ways that haven't been possible before. And this is a similar setup off of a similar mindset. We're breaking a downtrend, and we're starting to see revenue. So positive revenue flow, breaking downtrend, and there's also a level here. So this is really when I started looking, is all right, we're going to break this downtrend, which, forgive me for my charting decisions here, but I've decided not to discount, or just to discount all this very crazy volatility that happened with Palantir in between, say, mid-January and the end of February on my chart here. And as you can see, I have this straight downtrend line that's coming all the way from back in November to here. Anyway, so all of this, it doesn't make sense with the way I'm thinking about this stock. So I'm just not going to worry about it. I like this downtrend line from this high of 32 back in December, or I guess November, and that's what I was looking at here. We're breaking that, or at least broken a couple of weeks ago now, earlier in June, and now confirming above this support as well at 23.50. And I've been hesitant. This has been a volatile name. It seems maybe not quite so much anymore. Maybe the hype has died down. Which is strange. I don't know what it is. As soon as you start actually producing revenue, people are no longer interested in the lottery winner fantasy, I guess, anymore. I guess 4 cents isn't anything to get excited about, but hey, I prefer companies that make money as opposed to those that lose money. That's just me. But yeah, it's a fairly simple technical setup here. We're breaking the downtrend, and we've above established support here. So and again, starting to show positive revenue. So I'd like to think that holding this 2350 support over the next few months, we should go up and test this 3350 level again here. And Palantir is just, it continues to be sporadically in the news. I'd say from a bullish perspective, you just hear good things about this company, and the fact that they're already starting to turn profit. This is maybe a little steeper of a valuation than you'd like to be picking it up at, but everything's a little bit expensive this year. And this company is honestly sort of a 1 in a million type of company. Who knows what that's worth? We'll find out over the next 12 months. But they're starting to produce revenue now. They're breaking a downtrend above support. I like them to get a little move up here to 350, which, if I would have picked them up when I was first, this second test, I was like, all right, I should pick them up, and I just didn't. But so we're here at 26.79. If we can get up to that 33.50 level, that's a 25% move there. So who knows how long that's going to take? I would say months. But you never know with stocks like this. They've been sleepy for a little while, so they might have one of these little jump gappers in them. Next one I'm looking at here is Virgin Galactic. SPCE is the ticker symbol. If you're not familiar with this one, you must be new to trading, because they have been all over the news, and they've certainly had their share of the limelight over the past year or so. And now again, after getting FAA approval, they shot up over the last couple of days. And honestly, I lost a little money on them recently, expecting to see drops here after getting above the growth channel again, because to me, this was just unexplained fantasy the first time around, and the second time around, I still don't really get how people are, but this is sort of a once upon a time meme stock that maybe still has some some favor with retail investors. And yeah, look at this chart here. This is a 4-hour chart. This is the last 2 days. It's just straight vertical. It's up 50% from $40 over the last couple of days. So pretty crazy. But I think it's a fantasy. I don't get it. So I bought puts. Where did I buy? I bought puts here, and I was wrong. I think I got another one here. Eventually, I got shaked out. I haven't really lost money, but I've been kind of annoyed and frustrated at the fact that this sucker keeps going up. And I actually did lose a little money here, because I bought puts. I bought a $40 put for next Friday like 2 days ago, and it ended up getting out for like a 50% loss. So that was maybe this morning. I was like, all right, sometimes you're just wrong. And yeah, I got out before all this extra madness happened, and it's continued in after hours. So long story short, I'm taking another crack at it. I still think that this is just ridiculous. It's not going to last. And now we're up at 60. To me, look at that. You're up 50% in 2 days, and they're up from $15 a month ago, basically. This is 4 times your money. You could have really made some money over the past month on Virgin Galactic. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna last. I don't get it, and I don't think there's really much higher to go from here. They tried it once before. This was the original hype off the original scheduled date for Richard Branson's test flight, which we still don't really have another scheduled date for. I think they have to do one more test flight before they're going to try and do that. Now it's all about Bezos and Blue Origin is beating him to the punch, and yet this stock went up, 18, 19, 20 points today. So I got some more puts, I think 2 or 3 weeks out for 40, 30, 35. And I mean, I think that on Monday, they're going to give up half of this. But, like one of these deals, right back down to this 45. And maybe it'll bounce the next day or not, but that 15-point drop is going to be plenty to pay me, and we'll see what happens there depending on the chart, depending on the action. I may leave a piece on or just take the money and walk away. But yeah, I don't get this. And anytime you see a vertical line like this on a chart, you can bet it's going to give up half of it the next day, whether it bounces and goes up to 10 times or it falls all the way to zero. Just, it's charts don't continue going vertical. Anyway, enough about that. Space is going down. You heard it here first. All right, this one is one that nobody watching this video is going to be interested in, so I'm going to be brief. This is GLNG, Golar Liquid Natural Gas. They are a natural gas company. Again, breaking a downtrend, and for me, I had an alert set on this level here because it's slow moving. This is commodities company, energy obviously, and I just, this is a key level for me. They tested it once before, they got rejected. They came through. They had a little fake out breakout, came back down, and now they have had time to work their way back up, slowly building support up to this level. And so now I'd say above $14, I like them. I can't remember. Let me check. 1250 calls for August 21st. So yeah, who knows? We'll see. But I'm bullish on this name. Like I said, I'm not going to waste too much time because I doubt many of you guys cares about this one. But it's good to be diversified. It's good to look at stocks other than just tech and retail and value and things like that. This is an energy name. They, again, revenue producing company that has broken downtrend and is starting to establish above support here. So last one, just a little teaser for you guys that don't check out the other channel. Just going to talk about Tesla just for a second here. So you probably know that back in January, this huge run from last year culminated at right around 900. And since then, it's pretty much been downhill. It's been a volatile, bumpy ride. But for about 5 months, we've been unable to break above this red downtrend line until just the last couple of days here. So I guess Wednesday overnight, breaking straight through this downtrend line, coming all the way up from around 620 to above the 669 and all the way out to test the 695 level. Tested it again today. We haven't been able to break through this level, and I think that'll be the major key to the next big jump. But we are testing this growth trend channel, which historically has been a very positive alley for Tesla stock, and we're holding above this major support here at 669. So again, it's a revenue generating company that has broken a long-term downtrend from an all-time high. Love the setup, and we've already seen pretty massive gain over the past 3 days, and I honestly think it's just getting started. As long as this baby can hold this 669 level, get back into this growth channel eventually, and should at some point over the next, I want to say, couple of months, if not couple of weeks, test the top of this channel. As you've seen before in this channel, there's the opportunity for major leaps in a short amount of time. We've seen it time and time again. So I think getting back into this channel and above this 695 level could be the release for the next big pop out of Tesla here. And that's it, guys. Okay, didn't mean to go that long. I don't know, this might be my longest video that I've ever done on either channel so far, but it's been a while, so hey, you guys can watch it and skip around. If you're not, I guess we'll find out and see if anybody likes videos this long or not. Probably not, but I wanted to do it. It's been a little while since I talked about some stocks that I really like on this channel, and these ones I do like. I feel good about these names, especially space going down. I hope I don't have to eat my words on this one, but it's just, and I'm sorry, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Virgin Galactic. I like it. It's really freaking cool. But as a business, they're selling $250,000 tickets to space for fun. I mean, America, the wealthiest country in the world, the most popular vacation destination is Disney World, and people complain about a $200 ticket price. There's not a whole lot of people that can afford to pay $250,000, what most of us spend on our house that takes 30 years to buy, for a ticket to space. Now, I know they have other applications, faster than sound travel. Virgin Orbit is some other subsidiary, but it's not that I don't like them. It's not that I don't think the company's going to be successful or profitable. I just think right now, before they've launched a single passenger into space, that valuation is absurd, and it's really only got one way to go, and that's down. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about some of these names, especially City Trends, Palantir. Those are two that I feel like are pretty surefire bets, especially they can hold those levels. City Trends, again, remember, we need to get back above 88, or if it continues to drop, I'll pick it up around that 61 level for sure. Great company, very solid revenue, but again, 12 months ago they were at like $15, less than $20. So they've already seen some pretty big gains. We need to have support when you take a position in a company like that, even though they have great revenue. So, and I just can't end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoy this type of content. That way I'll know that you guys like these long videos where I just go on and on and on about stocks. Subscribe if you enjoy my content. It's free. That's pretty cool. And comment below, please. Seriously, let me know what you guys think about these stocks. If you're not interested in them, then I probably won't ever talk about them again. Let me know what you are looking at, and maybe I'll make a video about that. Thanks, guys, as always, for watching, and I will see you next time.